Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a game and what potential top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kick off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Using his legs, it's Judkins. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all of the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. That's reeled in. It's Judkins. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Unloads quickly. They get him down after he makes the catch. So after the first down run, here's 2nd down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the lone running back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Here comes the... He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
Come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
First down for this offense. They'll give it to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. To throw, it's Milroe. Got his man out of the backfield. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Give to the running back. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds the big tight end. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating.
Running toward the tape. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, really nice catch there, getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. You think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Pulls and fires complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. Makes the catch. He's got enough. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Back to the air one more time. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air. It's Howard. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
It's reverse. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make the tackle.
To the air, it's Milroe. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Right there.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. With the catch, it's Miller. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. I really like this call to go for it on 4th down in this area of the field. Direct snap. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Defense in press coverage. touch pass on the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jeff. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Dances away from the heat. Going to try to get it himself. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
The sweet feet buy a little time. A strike downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win.
And it's picked off.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out. And down he goes back at the 3.
As an offense, you've got to know it. This part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
The sure hands, it's Scott. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Back to pass, it's Howard. Just a short pass to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Wants to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Henderson. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds, new set of downs for this offense.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I love that play call defensively because it's 3rd and long. You know that the offense is going to throw it. So why not dial up an exotic? Why not bring a blitz and help your pass rush get home to the QB?
He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Scanning the field, it's Howard. It's complete to the left. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking for a gap. It's Judkins. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. He'll try it again. The Buckeyes pick up the first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out in a lot of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. A methodical.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Blum making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They're going to run it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. And they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ohio State 14, Alabama 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to power their way ahead. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. completion sets him up on second down. Using the quick game. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they finished the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Oh, he wants it all. And that pass picked off. Got some room to run. The 30. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Can't get him to the ground.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. They'll try to get it through the air. They're setting up the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
38, set to kickoff.
Coming out with it, it's Henderson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Tide offense rolls onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Looking down the middle. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quick pass on the jet motion. Pass to 30. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Back to throw, it's Howard. Makes the grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing and probably didn't like it on the last play. They'll have another chance on 3rd and goal from the 1. The option look. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the stomping has commenced. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And he knocked that one right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
And he's going to run it back. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over. First and 10.
Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something right now.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coach.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
38, Alabama, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Will take over. First and 10.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. They weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go.
Timeout.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Fires to the middle. Connection to the right. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix. On offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis.